Hey everybody, happy Independence Day. This is Hollis here with the Lucky Ducky Creek Band, and I just wanted to give a huge thank you to everybody here who found my music through Amagansett Press. I hope I said that right, and I wanted to thank Amagansett Press. I had never seen a video by them ever before, and they're such cool guys coming in. It was so nice to meet them, and it was such a surprise. It was our first show as a band. We had like a crowd of 20 people there, and to get filmed and to get all that exposure, it's amazing. It's been, wow. Thank you so much. And I want to give a huge shout out to everybody from Grand Island who was there, and for all of Grand Island, and especially the Railside District, that's downtown Grand Island, for being so welcoming to Amagansett Press when they came to town. And overall, I'm grateful for the kind words, the new subscribers, and the love. I gotta say a shout out. I've been trying to respond to everybody who's commenting, because I'm a teacher, but I'm off duty. It's a summer. I have a little more time, so that's been fun. I've gotten a little, at least give you a like, but I had one person say that I was lovable and adorable, and I've never been called that before. It's hard for me to believe, but I'm going to try to believe that. Thank you so much, and don't stop doing that. That kind of stuff means there's still good and love and positive stuff in the world, so thank you for doing that. And another thing too, I've had a few people actually reach out to me and say, hey, you've got momentum. You need to jump on this. You need to get famous, change your life. And thank you for your advice on that, but I'm just going to say I'm not going to go that route. I am not going to chase fame and algorithms, because ultimately I'm just a guy who, when I was a kid, I would listen, to records on my big sister's stereo. There's the Circle Being Broken by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Great, by the way. Lucky Ducky Creek Band, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. You know who one of my influences are now. So I used to, listen to these, and I'd look through all the pictures and read the liner notes. And when I was just a kid, I would be inspired by the songwriting process, all genres of music. And I've always loved music. I teach music as my day job. I've always been an appreciator and even a critic of songwriting, but I've never really done my own. And I had to get throat surgery last summer, and there was a risk of losing my voice, and fortunately I kept 98% of it, so that's good. I'm glad I got what I got. After that happened, I realized I couldn't take this for granted, and however good or bad it was, I needed to do my own songs, and I needed to just put them out to the world. Not for money, not for fame, mainly just for me, and if it connected with at least one person, cool. Like I was that kid listening to music at home, and I was connecting with that music, and if I could do that to someone else, that's great. That's a gift. So I started writing as a hobby on my own time. I hired a band, and I made an album, and we did it without a studio because we don't got time or money to do that. And somehow, I know how, through Amagansett Press, great guys, this album now has reached people all over the country and even some overseas. I got to talk to a couple people from the UK and a couple people from Scotland. That was so cool. Thank you so much. I'm excited. It was just so cool. And I just got to say what a blessing it's been. But here's the thing. I am still me. And I'm just going to keep doing what I always do. And that means during the day, I teach at 2 Title I public schools. I'm needed there, and I love my students that go there. They need me, and I need them. And then after I'm done teaching, I go to Daily Dose, where I played my show, and I get my evening caffeine, because I teach music lessons to people of all ages at night at Create 308 Music Studio. We need to spread music. We need to build a music scene. I need to do that. That's a part of ministry. And then speaking of ministry, then on the weekends, I either serve on the altar as a deacon in the Catholic Church, or I'm preaching, or sometimes they need help with music. So I'm not investments. I'm just off to the side wearing my collar, strumming my guitar right here and playing music. So, I can't change my life. but I will share my music with you, and I don't need to chase fame or riches, because here's the thing, I'm already rich. I am the richest man in Grand Island right now. I'm rich like George Bailey at the end of the movie It's a Wonderful Life, because I have my calling, I have my students, I have my music, I have people that right now love my music and love me for who I am. Thank you. I get to live in Grand Island. You saw how amazing that place is, and it's a great place to live. But most of all, I've got my God, and it's through him all things are possible. And I'm grateful that he blessed me with this little bump. But I'm not going to have it change my life. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add things I'm working on. And like I said, this is not even a secondary project. It's off the side. I have very important work I do with my students and my congregation. But whenever I have free time, I will either post an album that we created. We'll have something coming out for Christmas for you, so it's our Christmas gift to you. And the music's for free. It's for you. It's a gift. I just want to share that music. I want my students to see their music teacher loving music and enjoying it, And then I might be sharing stuff I'm writing on, I'll be like, and I might open the comments for that. Give me your thoughts. Should I put this on an album? Is that good? I'll call those unhatched chicks. So I'll just have songwriting in progress. So be gentle on that. It's just, since I now have people listening, I might use you as a sounding board. You might be able to have a part in the music that we make, which is going to be pretty cool. I did have 2 people say, where's your merch? I never thought we'd want people with merch, but in the next couple weeks, I'm going to work on getting an online store so you can buy a Lucky Ducky Trucky hat. I think keeping it simple, but I think anybody would like a Lucky Ducky Trucky hat. So I'll get a few designs planned up. I'll work on some stuff and see. I got a lot, I'm not teaching school, but I'm teaching lessons, but I'll get onto that. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing. And, a couple days ago, I went to a local open mic. Said, hey guys, my album's a little bit viral now. It's exciting, but I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And I played some new material, stuff that's not on the Railside Ramble album. Just stuff that I might put down the roads and put on albums down the road, And that's what it's going to be. I'm going to keep teaching. I'm going to keep serving God. I'm going to play some music for me, but then also share it with you. And now that I know I have more people, I'll be a little more, careful in it and a little bit more with intent. But thank you for sharing it for me. And that's what it's going to be. I'm not going to buy a new camera. I'm not going to add flashy stuff. Like I said, the Lucky Ducky Trucky hats might be one thing I do, just because people asked for merch. So, yeah. And, yeah, that's me. That's what I'm going to do. And if you've joined me for the ride, and if that's okay with you, go ahead, stick with me. That'd be great. But if you're kind of let down by that, if you're like, oh, I wanted more, I want to see him go to the top, that's okay. You can move on when it's time. But even if you do that, I thank you for listening to my album. I thank you for giving me affirmation on that. And I'm so glad we were here, and I'm so glad I got to meet you. And overall, this wasn't a viral moment that's going to change my life, but it's been a little bump, and it's been a little bit of wind in my sails that's affirmed me and makes me want to work just a little harder at my own music just to make other people happy. It's a gift. It's a grace from me to you. And I'm just really grateful to you guys and the folks at Amagansett Press. And I just want to say I truly am a lucky ducky. So I'm going to keep making music. I'm going to keep sharing my joy. And God bless all of you. And I'm going to give you a song. I'm a Zennial. I grew up with Nickelodeon. And I love Randy Travis, and this song from the old classic Nickelodeon cartoon Hey Arnold, called The Simple Things, originally sang by Randy Travis, says exactly what I wanted to tell all of you. So hope you enjoy this here. Well, you can offer me a diamond-plated pearl. You can send me all the riches in the world. You can tempt me with the palaces of kings. I'd give 'em back in a big old sack and keep the simple things. I've got the simple things, I've got the rain and spring. Got spicy chicken wings and french fried onion rings. You can line me up a mile of limousines. For me it don't add up to a hill of beans. I got no hankering for grabbing your brass ring. It's crystal clear, I'll stay right here and keep the simple things. I've got the summer breeze and 16 cans of peas, a 2-speed window fan when it's 93 degrees. So forgive me for not grabbing your brass ring. It's crystal clear, I'll stay right here and keep the simple things. It's crystal clear, I'll stay right here and keep the simple things. Have a great one. Have a great Independence Day. Thank you so much, Amagansett Press. Wow! And thank you all you new subscribers. And thank you, Grand Island. It's neither Grand nor an island, but it's the best place to live. Just got to say that. Have a good one. God bless.